Hey guys, it's Khiara and today's video is going to be a university advice video. This is one of the most requested videos on my channel, so here it is. So it's going to be hopefully a quick video just summarizing all of my advice and tips and what to expect in your first year. So let's get started. So I'd like to first talk about budgeting. Today I was quite careful with my money. I didn't go out extremely a lot, but I would say my method of budgeting wasn't the best, so I'd make sure you find your correct method of budgeting. I finally found my new one for year 2. Okay, so what I did regret was not setting myself a monthly budget goal. I mostly focused on my budget for a week, which was like around £25. And I would not recommend that, as during the week you might buy something quite expensive, whether that's for living, like skincare, shampoos, and so which can go over your £25 budget. So I do recommend setting a goal for your month. Yeah, so my favorite apps for budgeting I'd say is Monzo, because you can have pots for your savings, for your extra money, so whatever you have left out of that month you can just put in your savings or use it for next month. Yeah, with Monzo it does track your spending, whether that's on groceries, eating out, going to events, and it's just nice to see what you spend your money on. Really good to make you aware of what you're spending on. You might spend a little bit more money compared to other months because September, Freshers Fair, Freshers Week, Freshers events. You will meet many people, and also there's a lot of events that you do need to pay for example memberships and stuff. And also if you want to eat out with your new friends, then you need money for that as well. So at the start, events kind of roll on each week, whether that's sports events. It is really good to break down your money, your student finance, into travel, extra things, university essentials, living essentials, and groceries. Just within your month you can break it down in percentages if you would like. Make sure you use apps such as Student Beans and Uni Days, and when you go out shopping make sure you look for student discounts and make use of them. Okay, so secondly I want to talk about societies. For societies I would say it's really crucial if you want to make new friends in the areas that you're interested in. So for me, I went to the Christian Society, Badminton Society, and Filipina Society, and I'm really glad I did because I met some lovely people there. They had really fun events that I was interested in. Something I regret was purchasing the society membership straight away. I spent £30 on my course society and I haven't went to a single one of their events. Don't want to be rude, but I wasn't really interested in the kind of events that they were hosting. So what I would recommend is go to your Freshers Fair, look at the different societies that are there, ask them what events do they host. You can try one of their events and just see if you like it or not, and then decide then whether to buy the membership or not, just so that you don't waste your money on memberships that you won't use. I know a couple of people who bought sports memberships and gym memberships and didn't end up using them, and that can be quite pricey. Another thing is I did find going to events quite scary. I was in a new city, new uni, obviously I was all alone. So at times I did have to go to the events alone, and I'm really glad I took that step out of my comfort zone because it definitely opened more doors to meet new people and make friends. They are still my friends now, and I'm really glad that I took that step. You will find friends that have the same interests as you, whether that's a particular sport, whether it's like an art society, a hobby that you enjoy doing. Definitely go for it. I guess stepping out of your comfort zone really does help with character development and building your confidence in meeting new people. And honestly, just be you. Don't think too much about what other people think of you, because seriously everyone's thinking about their own selves, their own problems. So go in there as yourself and enjoy it, have fun. And of course, if you're not a fan of going to particular events that you don't really like or you're not interested in, then don't go. Don't feel pressured. Always keep an eye out for those really good events that you are interested in on your student union website, and also Instagram social media pages really help. With friendship, it does take time and communication is really key. So what I found was when I went to freshers events, basically had to repeat the same conversation over and over again, like, hi, what's your name, what course do you study, where are you from? Yeah, so that type of conversation will repeat and repeat as you meet loads of new people. But honestly, keep going, don't miss your opportunities, keep meeting new people. Don't be confined to a friendship bubble with your course. You can expand your social bubble a lot more. Some of those people that you meet in those events you'll never see again, and then you never know, some of them might be your really close friends. With friendships, I would say initiation is key. So even if no one's texting you like, oh, do you want to go to this event, be the first person to text that's someone that you just met. Oh, do you want to go to this event tonight, or are you free tomorrow? And yeah, just start up the conversation. You can do it. And I had to do that kind of a couple of times, but I'm really glad I did, just to meet those people you want to be friends with again and again until you build that friendship. So time in university. Time management is key for university because you will find that you have a lot of time on your hands. It depends on the course, obviously. For me, it was sometimes 3 days a week, up to 5 days a week. So I had to make sure I kept a timetable of when I'm going to study, when I'm going to go to these events, and you know, just keep on track of time and make sure I'm using it wisely. And sometimes your timetable might change quite frequently, so yeah, you could have a 2-hour lecture a day, and then after that, what do you do after the lectures? It's up to you, and you just have to be strategic with your time. For me, I'd say just plan what you're going to do after this lecture. It doesn't have to be early in the morning. It can be after the lecture. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to the library, going to get groceries. I'm going to go home and do a little bit of revision. Since it is first year, you could ask your classmates, oh, where are you heading to after this? And oh, do you want to grab lunch together? Those type of things. So with lectures, it can pile up, and it can lead to a large workload. So make sure you spread it out evenly, and yes, plan out your day. Make sure you have a timetable or a diary, a mini planner. Google Calendar is amazing. So you want to take baby steps in university because obviously you're introduced into a new system, a new way of studying, and also getting into the system of reading your textbooks, because reading can be a lot, guys. So don't worry if you feel overwhelmed, because it is completely brand new to you, and I'm sure many people are in the same boat as you. So don't stress, don't feel like you have to be on top of everything straight away. So I guess it's just trying to find that balance between social life, work life, and also having rest. So you need to make sure you ask yourself what decision you want to make and what decision is best for you, whether that is sacrificing a few of the social events that you really want to go to so that you can study more. It is normal to be imbalanced sometimes, so make sure you know that first year is your experiment year. For study tips, I would recommend finding your own style. Everyone's style is different, and in university I found that my revision technique was a lot more different to my A-level revision techniques, and also with different modules different revision techniques are required. So make sure you go on YouTube and find those amazing study techniques and study tips from top YouTubers and really smart YouTubers that get good grades, and you'll find your study style then, but it does take time. I would love to talk about independence. I don't know about you, but I love being independent in uni. I was so excited to go to uni, just have my own space, my own time, and buying my groceries as well, cooking, walking in the park, listening to music, going around in the city by myself, just looking at the shops. It is normal to feel homesick at times. For those who are staying at home, whether it means that your university is in your hometown and you can just commute there, socializing can be quite difficult because you won't be walking home with your classmates to uni accommodations. You'll have to take the train, the bus, whatever. I guess it will be hard to relate to those who move out, but not to worry. If you do want to have a really good social life and make friends, then definitely spend more time with the people who you want to spend more time with, and go out to more university and society events. Living away from home can feel a bit homesick and really lonely, because especially if you're in a new city and you don't know anyone, it can feel really homesick. So at times I was homesick, but I was like towards, you know, term time. So I don't know if you guys want to get a student mentor, but I got a student mentor, thankfully. She basically said that going to university is like going on a holiday. You're only there for a little while and then you'll be back home and you'll think about all the good memories in university. Just think of it like that. You're not going to be in uni forever, because guys, university is a short time and it will go really fast. said by many other people who graduated. I want to talk about part-time work. I get kind of a lot of questions about part-time work because I was curious as well, like how do I balance uni work and a part-time job? So if you don't have a part-time job, then I completely understand you, and if you do have a part-time job, then I understand you again, because sometimes it can be hard to find a part-time job, and also having a part-time job could mean that you will have less time to spend on social events and also revision time possibly. Make sure that you consider your revision time, because if it interferes with your revision time, then getting a part-time job is not worth it, because remember, you are in university to study and to get a degree and to do really well as well as enjoy it. I did find that having a part-time job during first year was a little bit challenging. I did work on a weekend, so that was good, but I did have to sacrifice going to some social events, going out with friends, because I wouldn't be able to make it because I work on weekends. And on Fridays, when people are like, yay, it's a Friday, I'm like, oh, I have to go to work tomorrow. Like, from my experience, I didn't feel like I enjoyed year one to the fullest, because I had to make those decisions and say no. For me, I was tied to staying during term time. It even led to me staying far away from home, working part-time during the summer, and that is one thing I didn't take in consideration. And not many part-time jobs that will let you go home for term time, so yeah, it's up to you. So that's basically it. That summarizes everything I kind of wish I knew before I started university last year. But if you have any other questions, then comment them down below. It will help other people out and I'm happy to answer them. And don't forget to stay tuned for my next university videos and vlogs. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!